Why is this being allowed to continue? Well, this might be one reason why. Not only do they get in political power through the votes that they'll give these people, right? The voting rights that they'll give these people. Starmer's Aide family firm has alleged to have been received £6 million to house asylum seekers. Morgan McSweeney, the Prime Minister's powerful chief of staff, is now under scrutiny. His father's accounting company has reportedly received up to £6 million in government contracts to provide accommodation for asylum seekers. Financial records indicate the firm is registered in Ireland, and critics raise concerns over possible conflicts of interest given McSweeney's proximity to government decision-making. And it is cronyism at the heart of power. So again, in Daily Mail, embarrassment for Keir Starmer's top aide who told Prime Minister he had to smash smuggling gangs. As it is revealed, his father's firm was handed £6 million to house asylum seekers. This just shows how many disgusting traitors that we have. Shows you that the king of asylum hotels? The king of asylum hotels, I believe, is now a multi-millionaire, very wealthy man from facilitating this invasion, right? So we have very disgusting traitors that we have to deal with as well. But here you go. So Morgan McSweeney, Keir Starmer's powerful right-hand man, he said, "We need to be tough from the start," the Irishman told the future Prime Minister in a memo. "Regain control of borders," he says. "Smash the gangs, tackle small boats." Noble exhortations, as Keir Starmer would later parrot. However, where is it? The Mail on Sunday can reveal there is something closer to home that might cause McSweeney, if not outright embarrassment, then surely a twinge of unease. His father, Tim McSweeney, a County Cork-based accountant, has his part to play in the asylum gravy train, causing resentment in his homeland. Sharply rising immigration coupled with a housing crisis has fueled protests across the Irish Sea. Pardon me. As in the UK, there is much criticism of those who got rich quickly on the back of the influx of new arrivals. Mr. McSweeney, 73, helped set up a company that received £6 million from the Irish state to house asylum seekers. He incorporated Togail, I don't know how the fuck you say this, Togail Vibit Glass Tioranta, fuck you say that, in February 2023. He and his wife Carmel are the only listed directors, and it is registered at the same address in Macroom as his accountancy firm. Macroom is where his son was raised before moving to England as a 17-year-old, initially working on building sites and later joining Labour after university. No surprise there, they basically left-wing indoctrination camps, these universities and schools. He now earns between £155,000 and £160,000, presumably per annum, but it doesn't say, as Sir Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff. Public records show Togail received £6 million for the provision of international protection, accommodation and or related costs of asylum seekers. It doesn't say that, but again, that's where the quote cuts off, but it'll be for those people. Typically, accountants advise on company structure and handle registration and incorporation obligations. He says that he dismisses any suggestion he was benefiting directly from the contract, says, "Do I look like a wealthy man? I don't think so. It is just a job that I have. It is not unusual for accountants to fill roles like this." I'm sorry, bro. One thing I'm going to say, he says, "Do I look like a wealthy man?" Wait there a minute. Don't you plead fucking poverty with me when you walk around like this? Right? Don't you plead fucking poverty with me when you walk around in this suit and you're getting paid £155,000 to £160,000 a year. Don't you dare be so disrespectful to say, "Do I look like a fucking wealthy man?" when your family is getting rich to the tune of millions off of facilitating the invasion of our country. Need we say any more? Need we say any more? They don't want to stop it because they're actively profiting off of it. People bringing people to these shores that shouldn't be here, saying they're going to smash the gangs and all of this stuff. They're not doing it because there is financial and political incentive for them not to. That is why. That is why. There's financial and political incentive, more so political incentive than anything, to then pretend that everything is fine and try and block investigations into other things that would show otherwise. Which now leads us into one of our last topics of today, which is Yvette Cooper